But at my channel, you guys, I'm doing a reaction to when a $100,000 scam takes an unexpected turn.
Okay.
On this ride-along, an officer gets a pat on the shoulder, another finds a sweet riding lawnmower, and a man makes some copies. On February 7th, 2025, officers in Tallahassee, Florida were dispatched to a pawn shop after some people tried cashing over $100,000 in stolen U.S. Treasury checks.
That Challenger right there is part of it.
Okay, is there anybody else in the store?
They're in the jewelry, all the way in the jewelry room right now. There's two big individuals and a lady. They're all in the jewelry room.
Cool. Let me get someone to the store. We got 3 people inside.
The officers didn't know it yet, but one of the men involved had come from Columbus, Ohio, traveling 800 miles to get to this particular shop.
They're all in the jewelry room right now.
In the jewelry room?
They're all in the jewelry room. I think that's one of them. He's right there. No, that's not him. They're all in the jewelry room.
One already saw me.
That's the public.
So, man, how are you? All right. Who are you here with?
Him?
You with me?
Step over here.
Where?
Put your hands behind your back.
Stands behind you. Arm away from your body. Why you the time?
I'll take it.
We're going secure in 2 minutes now. We are trying to find a female involved.
Topic.
Can you bend your elbows a little bit? You're in back door?
How many people were there?
What was she wearing?
Black tracksuit?
Yeah, we're not sure what the female is. Black tracksuit is the information we have.
While it was initially thought the female suspect had been in the bathroom, she now seemed to have vanished.
Anybody in the parking lot? Then go back to that. Is there a female you were with?
I went with a female. This is what happened.
Is that your car?
This is my car. Okay.
I'm going to sit down, but I'll leave the door open. Just face me.
Yeah, we're all black tracksuit.
You wanted to say something to me?
This one.
You said something. You said this is what happened.
Oh, no, I'm saying these people called me and asked me, could I get the people that we in there with? Because you put me in
The
you put your
homeboy,
hand.
the big guy, the other big guy, you're here with him?
I'm not with them. I brought them here though. They called me and asked me, could I get a check cash for them? So I called Formers to ask him, could he cash it? He said yes. So I showed the big guys where Formers was. That's what I done.
Where's the female that was with y'all?
She's in the bathroom.
She's in the bathroom? Hey, where's the bathroom?
Hey, you check it. Check it. One, I love the truck. Don't forget my watch. Cool video. Are you good right now?
Yeah, I'm up there.
Can you push my glasses up on my face, please? Thank you.
Do me a favor, have a seat right here for me. It's gonna be a lot comfortable in the backseat of my truck.
Imagine hearing your tracks played at EDC Vegas like this. Or hearing your tracks get rinsed.
I don't have no checks. I ain't seen no checks or nothing.
Okay. So
All I know is I called him and told him.
you're just the wheels.
No, I'm not even the witness. I'm showing them.
You're just like a middleman.
Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Besides that, today's video is sponsored by Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can come on here and bet on trending topics, elections, politics, sports, culture, crypto, economics, mentions, companies, financial, tech and science, music, and climate, and many more. You can come on here and place a simple bet on the temperature. Yes, literally a temperature, and you can 13 times your money. You'll come on here, you'll push this, you'll buy in contracts, and you can just put how much money you want to put towards it. If I was y'all, I would place a bet that's $25 or less, because if you place a bet that's $25 or less, you'll have more chances of winning, and you can times your money. You know what I'm saying? So if you place a $20 bet, you can turn that to $100. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty much easy. You sign up under my affiliate link, you'll get a free $25 to place your first bet right now. The link will be in the description. It might be in the comments, but definitely be in the description. Yes, I get $25 too, but hey, I'm putting you on game and I'm helping you get free money. So yeah, you can go download the app, the Kashi app, or do it online, sign up for it online, and make an account, but you're gonna have to spend that money. So just sign up under my link. Other than that, go to my website, letsupyourgrownow.gumroad.com. I got plenty of courses on here, free stuff on here. I got my mixtape on here. You can buy my mixtape. You also can become an affiliate and get 50% of commission off of anything on my website you help me sell, including courses, music, everything that you see on here. Also, you can get my courses and I can teach you how to get monetized on YouTube. You might want to be a YouTuber like me. Who knows? I can help you through that. And if you're in the music business, I can help you with a free Zoom call. We can help you. You can join my program and start making revenue, teach you how to get you, build you a fan base the independent way. All right. Also, I got TikTok courses on here and social media hooks that you can come get on here. Other than that, got my new mixtape, I Believe in Me When They Did, in deluxe out right now on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys go get that. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. I am out.
I called them and told them. They asked me did I know where to cash the check, and I called Formers, and Formers said he could do it.
Okay.
They're not from here, so
Where are they from? You know?
I don't know where they're from.
Okay. Scooch in.
You live in Ohio currently? What brought you to Tallahassee?
We actually down here on vacation.
Okay.
I came down here.
What have y'all done so far?
I just came down to see my brother.
You got family live here?
No, well, I called him my brother. I went to school with him.
Do you know what the amount of the check was?
It was like 119,000 total.
$119,000? Okay.
69 or something, whatever they said. I don't know exactly. I haven't seen no check. I hadn't seen nothing like that. But I called Formers and asked them at first, and I was like, damn. So I called Formers, and he said he could do it. So they came from wherever the hell they was at, and they came here. And this morning, they said, well, meet us at such and such spot, and I followed them, but I showed them how to get here.
Where'd you meet him?
We met in that office.
Okay.
Have you been made aware of the constitutional rights? The Miranda warnings yet? Okay.
That was all that you did.
That's it. I ain't did nothing.
You didn't have no check. You had
No, I ain't got no check. I ain't got no check. I ain't did that. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to us now about this investigation we are currently conducting.
I don't even know what you did that.
Okay. Well, do you have questions for me?
Well, I'm with him.
You with him?
I'm with him. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I have an idea.
Why are you calling off this phone?
No, this the police phone.
Why are you in trouble?
No, the boys that remember I told you I'm taking these boys to come cash this check? Yeah. The checks they had, I guess, was something got to be wrong with them.
What they doing to you?
No, they just got me detained until they get it figured out. Like I said, they know they ain't got shit to do with it. But I just called to let you know to get the kids. Because I won't be back by 2:30.
Okay.
All right.
That's crazy.
So basically, this is what we have. We have someone came here and attempted to cash a fraudulent check or a stolen check using a fraudulent ID. You have been identified as a person as being involved with that person. Were you involved in the lady trying to cash a check?
I wasn't involved with it. I just met her today.
You met her today? What was she trying to do?
She was trying to cash check and walk in.
Okay. Were you aware what kind of check it was?
No.
Were you aware how much the check was?
No.
Okay. Why were you with her?
No, I said she was there when I walked in.
So you don't know who she is?
No, I just met her today through TJ.
Okay. What was your purpose of being here?
We cashed a check.
You cashing the check as well?
Yeah.
Where is the check?
They have it.
Okay.
He looked at it, and then next thing I know, I went to buy a watch, and then you guys walked in.
Buy watch from here?
Yeah.
So, based on what you just said, you just attempted to cash a check with a fraudulent ID?
Right.
Okay. Now, that check, that TJ gave you, it does not belong to you. He gave it to you and asked you to cash it?
Right.
Okay. And what were you supposed to do after you cashed the check?
Give money down.
Okay. How much is the check?
I have no clue.
Okay.
How much were you looking at in return?
That's why you do crimes by your damn self. This nigga here, they both got down.
I wasn't getting anything. I wasn't getting anything besides my girlfriend, my son being sick.
What do you mean by that?
They were supposed to have somebody sitting outside of my house in Ohio. They said if I didn't do it, then they was going to take care of it.
Hey, the guy who's in this Challenger, not the one that left, but the guy I have in the jumpsuit. You know what I'm talking about?
You may not know, but yeah, he was the driver of this car.
Black sweatshirt with a Air Jordan symbol on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was his involvement?
I believe he was just there with them supervising, but he did come inside.
Yeah, okay. So, but he didn't pass a check or anything?
Not that I saw him.
Because of this, the officers would eventually release the man.
The family want to make sure they said. When last time you spoke to you? Is it your wife and your kids?
My girlfriend.
When last time you spoke to her?
I spoke to her maybe about an hour ago.
Is she okay?
She at the house.
Is she aware of what's going on?
No.
Okay, what is her name, phone number, and address?
The address is my address. Her name will be
So this address here?
When his wife, he can FaceTime her.
Is she here in Tallahassee?
No, she's in Ohio.
Okay.
Hey, baby. Everything okay? Can you look outside? I'm here with Tallahassee PD. They want to make sure you're safe. They want to make sure you're safe. That the dude didn't send nobody over there with you. Remember you asked me if I was going out of town, I couldn't tell you? Yeah, you coming down here to try to cash a fucking check. Yeah.
So what is
I just want to see your face and make sure you're safe. So it might be a police officer pulling up later just to make sure you're good. But you asked me why I had to leave so soon. This is why.
Wow.
Well, I didn't want y'all to get injured. You were the kids, so.
You call her back shortly.
I'll call you back shortly, okay? Love you. No.
Man, you ain't worth it, bro.
No, it ain't. Thank you, but I ain't getting no money. I'm just make sure my wife, my girlfriend, and her kids are okay.
So he told you that if you don't assist him, he'll hurt your family?
He didn't. It was the dude that was in the backseat of the charger. Challenger.
Now it's crazy if his ass lying.
See what's right?
I said, I'm walk in. And the only thing that was running through my head was, like I said, bad situation.
Let me take this risk.
Huh?
I said, let me take this risk and jeopardize what I got so I don't be there for my family.
The man was eventually taken to the police department, where he would talk with detectives about the case.
Dude, TJ, how long you know TJ?
I didn't know TJ previously until last summer. We got into it. And it's been hell ever since.
So you met TJ, got into it over what?
I used to bounce at the club.
So you met him in a bouncer capacity?
Nah, threw him out.
So you threw TJ out the club? Now, since you met him last summer, what was it? How many times have y'all interacted with each other?
He's pulled up to my house, say probably about 10, 15 times.
How do you find out where you live?
Because I work on cars. So, yeah. So I don't know if one of his people, he said to him for me to find out, but he would stop by the house. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? My girl and her kids here. Because I just want to let you know that I got you. I'm like, what do you mean got me? He said, you know, when I make that call, you know. I'm like,
it's all because you're doing my
yeah, well, beat him up. But,
okay. All right.
I mean, he shot at us that night.
Nice drawing.
Did you file this report?
Yeah, it should have been all that.
You did.
Oh, me personally, no. I think the body that worked security I did.
Well, were you documented as a victim?
No.
And so if you fast forward all the way to yesterday, he showed up to your house with 2 other dudes and get in and y'all headed to Georgia.
Yeah, I
Tell
told
me about that.
my girl, she's like, where you finna go? Because she seen the van pull up. And she said, where you finna? I said, I gotta make a move. Can't tell you, but I'll be back.
Did they call you and tell you you're going?
No. That's the funny part.
So you ain't even packed?
I ain't, no, what you see me is what I left you.
What do you mean by you had to make a move, though? That seemed like you knew something was about to happen.
Because TJ just said that if I do anything to it, when he make that call, don't tell nobody or stuff will happen. And my girlfriend and her kids can stay with me.
What do you mean he called you?
No. When I talked to him before, like he called me a couple times before. But it was always, I know what you're doing. And that's all he would say when I hang up the phone. It would be random numbers.
I know he said, you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
What you doing?
That's why the only thing I do is work on cars in my house.
So prior to him picking you up yesterday, he would make phone calls to you.
It'd be random numbers.
I know what you're doing.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, he just show up unannounced yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
To pick you up with 2 dudes in the backseat.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
I was sitting on the couch. Door knocked. I heard the door knock. I answered it. I'm like, what are you doing here? Because I showed up getting the car. I told my girlfriend, said I'll be back. Just know I'm good. Because she don't know what's going on.
At any point, did you know what you was about to go do?
No.
He never told you?
Never told me.
Was there any conversation in the car?
There wasn't no conversation.
Let's talk about him.
I sat just like this with my seatbelt on. Because the 2 dudes behind me, one had like, I want to say it was a like Glock. And the other dude had like a silver revolver.
Okay. You see these guns. How do you see these guns? Where are these guns at?
They on their lap. When I got in the van, I looked back and I seen both of them right there. And I'm like, oh shit. And he was like, get in the car.
So he was kidnapped at gun, not at gunpoint, but you was kidnapped. Right. And the gun was presented to you. And you saying you was in fear, so you went with it.
Yeah, I went with it.
So you do realize, obviously, you were attempting to, well, tell the truth or not, completely separate yourself from any wrongdoing.
Oh no, I take responsibility for walking in trying to catch them.
No, but see, what you're saying you did under arrest.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to do that.
It's a cool story, and I ain't saying you lied.
Right.
I'm just saying that's what's happening. You're trying to completely separate yourself from any wrongdoing at all.
Right. I mean, but the guy was like, you getting paid off, and I'm like, I don't get paid off of nothing.
But there's also other aspects where it sounds like you had full control of your phone the entire trip. At any point, you could have told your girlfriend, hey, this was going on.
What the detective seems to be getting at here is that the man had reasonable opportunity to seek help during the long drive. For duress to be a valid defense under Florida Jury Instruction 3.6K, the threat must be imminent and impending. Does this threat fail the imminence test? Let us know in the comments.
You could have told him, listen, they got me at gunpoint, they're taking me I don't know where, don't call the police. You don't even sound like you did that.
Because you can ask her, every time I FaceTimed her, the dude was behind me. And I FaceTimed her and I was just talking to her like this. And I made it seem to her like I was just going down here just normally.
For what, though? Like, if I'm your girlfriend, I'm going to be like...
I don't want her, if she cussed me, up one tree and down the other, trust me. But he said somebody was going to be riding past my house. When the police officer asked me if I could make a call, I said, can I please FaceTime my girlfriend? I said, can you go outside, can you look out the window, make sure there's nothing in front of the house? And she said, there's nothing out there. I said, okay, cool. And he said he was going to see if they could get a contact with Columbus PD to see if they could ride by and check on the house for me.
Today I'm going to make a beat. We're going to Output's new plugin co-producer. Play your beat. It's going to analyze it. You put in the key.
Or help us to identify TJ. How would you do that? So this is somebody you dealt with in the club scene.
Yeah, he cut his dreads off. Only thing I know is he a big time baller. That's the only thing I know. Every time he used to come in, he'd come in with bottles.
Who you know that knows his real name?
Nobody. Everybody called him TJ. I don't know if it's what it stands for, if it's Todd or because everybody there is always his nickname.
The conversation would eventually move to the man's involvement with the check cashing scam.
The issue that I have with this is that you drive 18 hours or however long it takes to get from Ohio down to Tallahassee. You meet these people you don't know, and they just by a miracle have an ID that has a picture of you with the same frames you're wearing now and all your personal information, your date of birth, all this stuff. How did that happen?
This, I have no idea because I don't know none of this on Ronald, whoever he is.
Right, they're actually having you pretend to be somebody else.
Right, like I said, I didn't know that until we got
how did they get the image?
That's what we're trying to figure out, like, where did that picture? It's you.
Right.
You know you better than anybody. You should be able to tell us where you took that picture at.
I take pictures all the time.
Yeah, but you take mugshot license style pictures?
No, I don't. Only time I do those is like when I'm taking a selfie.
That's not a selfie.
Yeah.
I think there's more to this, Justin.
It don't make no sense. Where do you get a picture from?
I'm telling you what I know.
It would later come out that the man did know how they got his personal information and photo.
But it was TJ who took the picture with his phone of you and her.
Yeah, he had a regular phone.
Okay, did they have like a screen or something that you set in front of it?
No, just the wall.
At that point, did you realize, like, did you know what was going on? Did they fill you in?
No, I didn't know nothing about it until I hit phone.
Why didn't you take a picture? You asked?
Huh?
Why didn't you take a picture?
No, I didn't.
I said, why did you?
Because we was in the bedroom. I'm not finna say shit with them out there smoking and whatever they was doing. And then that's when he took it on his phone. We sat there for a second, and then we rolled out.
Foreman is a hot spot right now for this type of thing, treasury checks. This is probably the 6th or 7th case that we've worked with treasury checks. at Foreman's, nor the store, nor the pawn shop, nor the business in this city gets treasury checks, fake treasury checks, real treasury checks, but people trying to pass them off as theirs, all right? No other store, no other business. So this we're familiar with. The way that the part that you play in this, we're not familiar with.
Right.
So it comes off as if you created a story to protect yourself.
No, I don't have nothing to protect myself from. Besides making sure my girlfriend and her kids are squared away.
So the officer's working on that, but these are federal checks.
And these, like I said, the guy in the Challenger handed him a FedEx white
That's
envelope.
typically how it's done, yep.
And then when he got back in the car, TJ opened it up and he said, "Here you go. Here's this," and gave the ID to the other chick.
Right. But every time we work this case, the people who are coming in to utter these checks are active participants in this because they're going to get a cut if they get the money out.
I wish I would have knew that it was worth that much money.
Why?
Because I would get a cut. We go fight $37,000.
But that's not your money.
Listen,
And you got kidnapped.
listen, $37,000. I would have made some shake with $37,000. I would have put something on him.
That contradicts everything that you told me.
Man, listen.
You told us that you got kidnapped. Now you're saying if you know how much it was, you would make sure that you got a piece of it.
I didn't see the check until I went to Farmers.
That goes against everything that I thought about you.
Okay.
Why would somebody?
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, nigga. Like, why would you say that? Stupid ass nigga.
I just hollered. You simply got kidnapped, wanted to steal money.
$37,000. I could run for
You
$37,000.
doubling down. So why should we believe your story? You doubling down if you saying on point. You said if I would have known how much money this was, I would have asked for a cut.
I would have took the whole thing.
You get what I'm saying? So basically, it was stole.
Yeah, and they got my ass on down the way.
So that
would have got back to Ohio and moved.
So that strengthens our belief
that I got something to do with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. If I had $37,000, I would have definitely moved, packed up. And
let me tell you, take the picture.
This ain't y'all first time rodeo. I know that.
What you said you would.
You know what I would have done? I'd been in my car. I'd have texted my girl. I'd have said, get the hell down to the police station, take the kids, pack up real quick. And once these guys got out of the car while you were sitting in by yourself as they're all going to the store and getting gas, I'd have hauled tail.
So you're a grown man.
You didn't do that.
I can't run. I need 2
Don't
minutes.
matter. You don't need to run. You just need to take the opportunity to get away from them when you saw them go in the store. Because you said a little bit ago, they all got out. I stayed in the car. I never got out of the car.
I didn't say they all got out.
Hey,
never once said they all got out.
OMG.
Your story is so wild that when you have to sit before a judge and jury, they might laugh.
Okay.
I have a question for you. So how well do you know TJ?
Last summer.
But I want the description you gave to the officer. Well, how well do you know him?
I told him that he was my brother.
Yeah.
That we went to school
Why
together.
would you do that?
How, bro?
One lie after another. This is not going well for you.
Because I don't, it's my wife, it's my girlfriend, her kids.
Your girlfriend and the kids are going to be contacted by law enforcement. We're doing a welfare check on them.
Okay, cool.
You want to understand why you are not telling us the truth.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Are you for sure that the cops are going to go there?
I'm telling you right now, officer just called in probably about 5 minutes, and they're going to go do a welfare check, and then I'm going to talk to your girl. So I want to make sure the person I'm face to face with right now is going to tell me the truth, and I'm not going to hear about it from her.
Okay. You're not. She's going to tell you exactly what I'm going to tell you. TJ pulled up, said, get in the car. Okay, let's get in the car. He said, don't worry about nothing. I got everything covered, and you're not going to snitch me out. I said, snitch you out for what? He was like, I got something for us to take care of. Dude, what are we going to take care of? He was like, you don't need to know all that. Just know you owe me a favor. I'm like, how do I owe you a favor? When you threw me out the club, you made me shoot my brother. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So he feels like I owe him. So he said he's gonna have to like sit in my house, sit in front of the house, make sure that I do what I need to do so I can come back to him. He never took me. The 2 dudes that's in the back, they didn't have a gun, so that is for sure. But as far as TJ, he just told me to do it, and if I don't, something's gonna happen to him.
So what about shooting the brother?
Who, me?
How did you make him shoot his brother?
Because we threw him out the club, we threw him out the bar that night.
Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
How many people got shot in that?
Shit. I want to say only him. Because it wasn't even on the news that somebody got shot. They just said shots were fired at the bar.
What's his brother's name?
That I don't know. Like I said, I know TJ because he come in and out the bar. Every time he come in with a crowd of people and females.
TJ's real brother that got shot?
I'm assuming so. I mean, why else would you hold a vengeance at me when I was just doing my job? Like, you don't have it against nobody. You don't have it against no other security guard that worked that night.
Well, here's the thing, though. But what security guard went fists with him?
I did.
Okay, that's why, probably. Not saying that was right, but let's remember what happened that night, okay? You said that you threw him out for whatever reason, and when you threw him out, things got physical, and you beat him up. So he was pissed. And then somebody was shooting? Police
No, he
come?
was shooting.
Okay, he was shooting. You didn't declare to be a victim. Law enforcement was on the scene. Obviously, they were called. Okay.
So he said you was going to be on that and you agreed to it.
After we left the first place, he said, I'm going to give you $1,000 so that way you can get back home.
So bad they cut you, so you get back.
I didn't know how much the check was until I went to Farmers or whatever it's called.
And 2 dudes in the backseat had guns.
Yeah, that is
In a threatening manner, or did they just have guns?
No, the dude that was back driver had his gun on, had his hand on, it was in his waistband. He had it right there. He had his hand on the entire time.
Did you feel threatened?
Yeah. But TJ was like, he ain't gonna do nothing unless I tell him to. So long as you cool, we good.
I don't think they're gonna find anything from talking to her when he could that would change the outcome of he going to jail. You know that, right?
I figured that. I knew when he put me in handcuffs, I'm like,
this is what he's
The interview would eventually wrap up after more than 2 hours of questioning. The man was charged with bank fraud, grand theft, cashing item with intent to defraud, and criminal use of personal identification information. He'd end up spending 3 days in jail and eventually plead no contest to grand theft and criminal use of personal identification information.
Yeah, this shit was just so retarded. This nigga, he definitely guilty. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think.
Shake, shake, talking about the day. Shake, shake, talking about the day. Baby girl, I need you to shake, 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 shake. Baby girl, I need you to shake, 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 shake. Baby girl, I need you to shake, 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 shake. Baby girl, I need you to shake, shake, shake.